Hello, folks. Welcome to Throwback Thursday. Today in Throwback Thursday, I'm going to go right here in this echolocation and talk about Rat Race. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. It's like, yes, that movie. That movie came out 16 years ago. I love that movie. I love that movie so much. So much. It could have came out in 1999. But either way, I love that movie so much. Let's talk about it, folks. Not going to do a review. It's been out for so long. Why should I do a review on a movie that's been out so long? You already know what I think about it. It is great, funny, a masterpiece. Oh, man. Really hope to get it on DVD someday. But still, we're going to talk about all the stuff that happened and all the crazy stuff too, and chances are maybe it's wrong. First thing I notice now, because, now eventually actually getting to the part of connecting the dots, holy shit. John LeWitt's character, which is Mr. Pear, it looks like his wife, Mrs. Pear, actually is the witch from Hocus Pocus. Don't tell me it's true, but it is. Holy crap. And let me tell you, when it comes to his story, if I was him, I would have ditched the family. I would have freaking ditched him. He tried his best to ditch him, but I would have just straight up ditched him. I wouldn't go to him and say, hey, I'm like, I'm ditching. I'm ditching. I call and say, hey guys, I found something cool. I'll be back. And there you go. That's all I have to do. And it was just like, oh my gosh, and everything, which is like, my gosh, man, it's cool. You do have to admit, it's cool that they have a family aspect. They had so many people chosen for this rat race. And it was very, very cool. So many types. Awesome. So when it comes to his family, though, they were freaking dragging crap. Oh my gosh. Woo, talk about if he was all alone, he would be able to do much more than having his family because he had to do pit stops. That sucked. Yeah, Barbie doll, huh? He's like, yeah, there's a Barbie museum. Not a good idea. Frick you. That's what it would have been like for me. It's like, not a good idea. Screw Barbies. I know you want to stop somewhere, but personally, I would actually have been truthful to him saying, hey, there is a contest going on, and all I have to do is drive all the way to Silver City, Mexico, and I could actually get $2 million. So you could come with if you wish, but instead I think you should guys stay here, and I'll go and do it. It should be okay. Yes, I know it's a vacation, but vacation and getting $2 million, I think that's a sweeter deal. So that's for everyone else. It was truly funny. Like, for instance, destroying a radio tower so they can do a flight out. That was so funny. No, it was. That was so freaking damn funny. Oh my gosh. Oh man, Seth Green. Oh, and oh my gosh, I can imitate that guy. His brother. It's like, man, it's so awesome. Let's see. You do have the guy who didn't give a crap about the race until he finds out that, oh my gosh, I'm the only one who can fly in the air. And then we have the crazy girl, Tracy Fawcett. It's like, oh my gosh. Woo! And let's not forget about Owen, who was played by Cuba Gooding Jr. Oh my gosh. Wow. And let me tell you, the cab driver, for so many years, I was trying to figure out because, well, I am interested in Spanish. I have a Spanish minor, and I was trying to find out what Usted is. But it wasn't Usted es. It was East it is. Damn, after all this time, I was trying to find out what Usted es means. And that doesn't exist. That was pure gibberish. He said East it is. Oh my gosh, this sucks. Oh my gosh, that was a true rat crazy goose chase I was going on. Holy frick. But yeah, his story, oh my gosh. And oh my gosh, it was just so crazy. I would have told him, hey dude, I wouldn't have went with the same cab driver. I wouldn't have done it. I would not have done it. Woo! You know what would happen if, well, of course, yeah, he could have got screwed over, but I wonder what happened if he went with the cab driver and said, okay, I know you're pissed off by me. What if I tell you I can get $2 million dollars and I'll give you whatever you lost? So that means that he doesn't have to work, which that would have worked perfectly fine, wouldn't it? And he wouldn't have to get screwed over so much. But dude, it was so freaking damn funny, especially the whole Lucy's. And it turns out that this is 2001. And you said the third annual, meaning that if they still kept on going, they're close to the 30th. That would be kind of cool. You ruined my whole vacation. It's like, oh my gosh. And it's kind of funny that at the time, even though I should be like, oh my gosh, I wasn't really. It's like, yeah, I wasn't really offended or freaked out by a guy who dressed as Lucy Ball. It's like, dude, come on. She is an awesome character. It makes sense that the guy is like, hey, oh, good. A guy was like, hey, dude, I like her so much. I want to dress like her. It's like, I don't see any problem with that. Not at all. I'm like, dude, do your thing, man. You look like a freaking good Lucille Ball. Let me tell you, you rock that. And I'm not offended. I'm like, oh, dude, you should be dressing the way you should be. It's like, no, man. If you can rock it, I think you should do it. Just don't do it on an everyday basis, you know? It should be like a secret personal hobby of yours. And it would be pretty cool to have, he's like, I'm actually a man. I'm like, holy frick, dude. You pull it off, man. You pull it off. I couldn't tell at all that you were a dude. That was awesome, man. Awesome. My gosh, Owen. Owen got the horrible part of the stick. Of course, yes, we also do have Rico Pellini. And Rico Pellini, played by Mr. Bean. Oh my gosh. That was as crazy as seeing Pee Wee Herman playing in Matilda as a secret agent. That's like, wow, that's so different. So different. Not to mention the fact that Mr. Bean actually cussed 2 times. Holy frick. And he has a sleeping disorder, which means there you go. They marked down the sleeping disorder. And then you have Vera. I forgot. I think it was either Vera and her mom or Vera and her daughter, her estranged daughter that she gave up for adoption. Well, anyway, one of them was played by Whoopi Goldberg. It's like, holy frig. And then, yeah, you have that aspect of mom and daughter team up. And the daughter actually is a rich person, which is like, well, kind of rich. She's kind of famous. Let's see, anyone else? Did I miss anyone else? I think that's mostly everybody. Yeah, but freaking geez. The whole entire movie, I know, not a review, but still, you have to watch it for yourself. You have to watch it for yourself. And the crazy part is that it doesn't actually do anything to screw people over. It's like, it's not a dated movie. This movie can be enjoyed even in today's time, which is pretty awesome. But of course, some will say, oh, well, I think you can't do that with the airport anymore, which, true. You can't sneak into the airport and destroy their radar dish anymore because, well, there's a lot of people out there who's going to screw you over and say, no, don't you dare. And plus, they have most likely ulterior methods to even do it. So, okay, anything else? Now we're going to go to the part where I didn't like, which is the ending. Of course, there's lots of stuff in between. It's like everything, and plus the girl who gave us some good side boob action. Man, I know I'm a messed up guy, but still it's like, yeah, I kind of would like to see what she looked like from the front when she did that. I personally kind of would like to see it. Even though it's like, she's small though. She's small. No offense, but I'm just saying I kind of sort of would like to see what her front looked like, you know. Oh, man. And it's amazing how everything mixed together and everything went. And then freaking Vicky's the one that screwed everything up. Well, technically, it depends on what you think. You have either the assistant to Donald, Mr. Donald, and he brought Vicky, or B is Vicky who screwed everyone up because she took the money and, well, by craziness, the guy who was actually the key maker who tried to get into his own and say, oh, yeah, $2 million. Personally, I would have just said, hey, dude, you have the key shop. they won't know you made a third one. Why not just do that and they won't come after you? They won't pursue you because they don't know you have a key as well. That's what you should have done, man. That was smart thinking. And they wouldn't know. They wouldn't freaking know. They would see you drive off, but they would be like, what the freak is going on with him? Maybe they will have an idea of, holy freak, he has a key too. But other than that, they would basically say, well, freak it, we're going to beat him first. Crazy shenanigans happens in that movie. Crazy shenanigans. But of course, we get to the last. Which me, even though these days I'm, grown up, more mature, everything else, and more intelligent, I still have to say that ending was a little bit unsatisfactory. The ending is kind of unsatisfactory. You have all of a sudden they stumble upon the freaking concert of Feed the Children, no, Feed the Earth. And Smash Mouth is there. It's like, oh, it's like back in the day, I'm like, oh man, Smash Mouth, holy freak. And now I'm like, oh, Smash Mouth. Well, they were very popular at that point. Yeah, they didn't have a tank action where it go. And it's not like they got Bare Naked Ladies who only just have one song that was popular. It's like, yeah, Smash Mouth had like a few songs that were popular. Bare Naked Ladies became non-existent after the 90s. And then all of a sudden, Big Bang. It's like, holy frick, they came back. Even though I didn't even understand or know. And I was like, oh, that it sucks. And now I guess I'm biased because I'm like, oh, well, that intro is awesome. Because it was Bare Naked Ladies. I remember them from the 1990s, man. I guess bias is bias, man. And bias be biased. So what happens at the end of the movie, for those who don't know, is that, like I said, Feed the Earth, Smash Mouth is a concert to raise money. And, well, they got a misunderstanding and said, oh, you guys are giving us $2 billion. And then all of a sudden, oh, here's the guilt trip action of the freaking, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the elderly couple really does. It's like, are they actually a part of that organization? Or I'm not sure. It's confusing what they're really doing here. And there's like a bunch of kids who actually are kind of hungry and they're like, oh, thank you, please do it. And it's like, oh, tugging the heartstrings. That's some bullshit. But yeah, there you go. And then, of course, lots of other stuff happens to make everyone else say, okay, fine, freak it. Here's the money. And I do have to admit, it is kind of a little bit satisfactory that all the other millionaires getting screwed over in this, where they're going to match what you raise. They're going to match. All of them going to match you dollar per baller. And freaking Donald is like, oh my God. And everyone else is calling like, hey, dude, do I have money for that? It's kind of funny. It really is. But I personally would have liked to have a winner. And technically, we can say that Seth Green's character might have won. But on the other hand, it would be kind of fun to actually see everyone fight for it, Is that the money was there, everyone is just fighting for it and everything. But at the end, everyone just decided to say, hey, we're going to split the money, grab as much as you can, and there you go. Now, here's my perspective in this. It's like, if I was part of this, I personally won't give up the money because, well, why? I know this feeding children, and it's been 16 years. It's like, oh, well, what did that money do? Oh, they'll need more funds. They need to raise more and more and more and more still. It's like, yeah, it seems to me it's just a little spit in the bucket, but still you need more and more and more. I know, a lot of feeding kids, a lot of hungry kids, a lot of kids who are starving. I understand that. But to just give my little spigot to you guys and then you still need more, it's kind of the point of where I'm like, that does not make sense. I'm sorry, but you guys need to get a true millionaire who's able to contribute every single moment you need it. Not someone who's like, oh, I got $2 million and it's like, oh, fine, here's all of them. It's like, and then I'm back to where I started. It's like, oh, it feels good to be generous. It feels good not to be bugged. I mean, these days it's like every single month I get a call from bastards at freaking South Carolina. It's like, where's my money? Where's my money? You owe us money. Where's my money? And then not to mention my email, it's like every single 2 weeks I get the whole, oh, your bill is ready. Here's your bill that you owe us. Here's your bill for student loans. and everything else. It's like, I understand. I understand. I should be caring. I should be giving. But it doesn't make sense of I give and then what do I get in return? I'm sorry, but I need to cover my own KSS first. I really do. And the rest of the money, like after I finish and save myself, then the rest of the money could go to charities, I guess. It's like charities of my own choosing. That's the main point. My own choosing. Because for all I know, and there's like lots and lots of questions of where it's like, 700 Club, the freaking ads that you see every day on TV. Well, they cracked down. They stopped doing it a little bit, which thank goodness. It was being a freaking damn eyesore. But still, those, it's like, it questions, are they really doing what they're saying, or are they just doing it and being like, oh. And not to mention the fact of maybe they have the funds already, but they say, oh, we can now pay ourselves to get more of it. I would like to have proof that they're doing what they're saying they're doing. That's my personal opinion. It's like, I'm not going to give you money. Then all of a sudden it's like, oh, scandal, should have known. I'm like, you bastards. But to feed the children, feed the world, that one, it seems like it's legit. It's okay. It seems official, but it's like, dude, I'm still getting screwed over here. I'm still going to go back to the day-to-day life of, where's my money? Where's my money? Like, I really am tired of having random numbers call me, you know? I really am tired of that crap, and I personally would like to get rid of them, handle it, and then finally I could actually have peace, and I can continue to pick up the pieces. That is called my life, because academically, it got shattered as if the Hulk punched it. Yeah. I know I've gone too freaking personal on this, but still, though, it's like that ending is bullcrap. I'm sorry. If you want to tug my strings and be like, oh, dude, they did it for a good cause, I'm like, fuck that. I'm sorry for being selfish, but fuck that. I think it's better they won and they can do whatever they want with the freaking damn money. I mean, freaking jeez. That was, I I really don't want to say cop out, but it really was a cop out. I don't know. I don't know what the writers were thinking. Maybe they were like, yeah, that's a heartwarming end. It was so good. Compared to actually making an ending that was truly cool. You know? I kind of would have, I don't really want it to be violent because it was it was supposed to be funny. But on the other hand, I mean, I kind of would at least like to have everyone gets a reward for their hard work. They all went through amazing crap to get there. From being stealing a car, stealing a freaking super fast car, surviving a little crash into the freaking whatever, getting stranded for death in the freaking cab by a cab driver. They have lots of lists of where they got screwed over, and heck, I mean, Mr. Pear almost got shot because they kind of thought he was actually German, you know, a German Nazi, because he stole Hitler's car and he got shot by the freaking little secret missile thingy. It's like, yeah, he almost died, and you're telling me that the money that we're gonna give away, it's not, it's like the money that he's getting, he has to give away, even though personally I'm like, dude, he almost died, man. He needs to get some life insurance and pay some of that, man. But the movie is great. I just have to say the movie is great. Still funny, still awesome. Right now, I guess it doesn't matter anymore, but yeah, I'm still actually harping on it, saying, yeah, the ending was the worst part. I mean, the ending at times, I'm like, let's stop the freaking movie and then rewind it, and there we go, because the ending was not satisfying at all. The ending was not satisfying. And it's kind of crazy that there wasn't a second rat race where they were trying to say, oh, another cash grab. We got to do a cash grab. We got to do a sequel to Cash Grab. Which me, I'm like, dude, that would be kind of funny to see this all over again. Just don't do the freaking sequel cop-out craziness where it's like, oh, we're doing a sequel, but it's like more zany and crazy and not actually thought through. But I guess I'm glad that didn't have a sequel. I'm glad they didn't have like a standalone sequel. But on the other hand, I kind of would like to actually have some actual they won is not going to a charity. No, this time the person won and they did it. Who knows? Maybe they'll make it into the part of where there's one person who is doing it, he won, and it turns out he did it because an orphanage he runs was about to close down. That might be what they'll maybe spin it for. It's like one of them is doing it actually for charity. But still, the movie is great. It's just that the ending makes me say that's some bullcrap. The only way how you can actually make the ending okay now is if you guys did have a deleted scene where she did show her frontal. And we have no idea what her name is either. It's like, yeah, I don't know what her name is. I don't know what the character she has. But me, I'm like, I kind of would like to see her frontal. I mean, this freaking move ending is like, yeah, I'm now a grown part of where, the came in and it's like years and decades later. And I'm like, yeah, I kind of would like to have that at least. It's like, yeah, at least throw me that little bone because the ending sucks. Sorry, but the ending sucks. It's funny, it's cool, it's nice, it's heartwarming, but the movie was good, and it kind of maybe agreed or it led you to believe that, oh man, the ending is gonna pay off. The ending's gonna be totally crazy. And the ending was totally crazy to the point of where they're like, oh, charity. Anyways, thank you for watching. No, it was a long video. Sorry for that. Have a good Thursday.